Okay, sir.
Yeah. Good morning, students. Yesterday we had discussion with electric potential. Electric potential due to a point charge. And today we are going to discuss about the electric potential due to a dipole. And before going to discuss about electric potential due to a dipole and what we completed in last class, that we made the formula what we discussed. The first one is that electric potential. The electric potential V is equals to work done by the test charge, the amount of work done to bring the charge from infinity to the given point. We are taking the charge from infinity to the given point against to the field, so that we need to do work. So that is the potential, electric potential. And the potential difference delta V. The potential difference is the amount of work done required to bring the charge from one point to the another point, and that we have taken from point A to point B. Then delta V is equals to VA minus VB is equals to work done from A to B divided by the charge. Is the potential difference, electric potential and potential difference. And potential due to a point charge, that is V equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. This is the potential due to a point charge, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. And from this expression, potential is inversely proportional to the distance. V is inversely proportional to the distance. And when the charge is positive, potential is also positive. When charge is positive, then potential is also positive. When charge is negative, then potential is also negative. Then the potential at infinity means that the distance is at infinite. Then at infinite, what will be the potential? Potential will be 0. That means here the distance is equals to infinite, then the potential is 0. Infinite distance, potential is 0. There we cannot define the potential at infinity. Okay, these are the points of what we discussed in the last class. And today, the electric potential due to a dipole. Electric potential due to a dipole. So then what will be the potential due to the dipole? As we know, the dipole is two equal and unlike charges separated by a small distance, then it forms a dipole. So here we consider that two equal and unlike charges. So at point A, taking the negative charge, point P is positive charge, two equal and unlike charges, and these two are separated by a small distance is 2a. It forms a dipole. So due to this dipole, what will be the potential? So to get the potential at any point, so to get the potential we consider the point P. So O is the midpoint of AB. It means that the distance from A to O is A, and O to B also A. This is the distance. Now we want to find that the potential at the point P. At this point P, we want to find the potential, electric potential. So the distance from point O to P is R. R is the distance from O to P. Then we need to find the potential due to dipole at the point P. So to get that potential, so we extend these distances, that is from A to P and from B to P, and we make an angle theta. Theta is the angle between the dipole axis and the line joining from O to P, that is theta. Theta is the angle between dipole axis to the line joining, that is from O to P. So here that we have two charges. See, if we have one charge, then we have the one potential, and if we have two charges, then two potentials, and three charges, three potentials. Like that, how many charges exist and those many potentials will exist. So here the two charges, and those two charges forms a dipole, and they can form two potentials. Then what will be the net potential of the two charges? So to get the net potential, we write individual potential due to negative charge and the potential due to the positive charge. So the potential due to the potential due to negative charge at point P. So what is the potential due to negative charge at point P? We know the potential due to a point charge is V equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught Q by R. We know that potential due to a point charge, and this formula we use to derive that potential due to a dipole. So the potential due to negative charge at P, at point P, so that we consider that V1. So V1 represents the potential due to the negative charge. V1 is equals to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught. The charge is minus Q divided by the distance from Q to P is that AP. The distance from A to P. That is the potential due to the negative charge. Now we want to find the distance of AP. So now to get the distance from A to P, for our convenience, what I am going to do, I am extending the line from O to B. This I am extending, and we are going to draw the perpendicular line from A to M and B to, and we want to draw the perpendicular line from B also. So one of the perpendicular line from A to B, and here we consider, and this is point N, and again if you draw perpendicular line from B, and this we consider that M. So BM is the perpendicular line and AN, and if this is angle theta, and this also we can take as theta. Now to get the distances from A to B and from B to B. So from A to B, we take the right angle triangle from the triangle ANO. From the triangle ANO, the cos theta is equals to, so we know that the cos is adjacent by the hypotenuse, and the adjacent is ON divided by the hypotenuse is that OA. Okay, then cos theta, we write that ON is equals to OA cos theta, and we know the distance from O to A is A, small a, then it is equals to A cos theta, since OA is equals to A. This is the distance. Then the distance ON is A cos theta, but we want the distance from A to B. So to get the distance from A to B, and here that AP is approximately is equals to N to B. Here the distance is from A to B. AP is approximately is equals to NP. You may get doubt how it is possible, but actually here the dipole, for our convenience we have taken the distance from large distance, but actually practically the distance is very small between the dipole, so that this NP is approximately is equals to A. That is the reason we have chosen that AP is approximately equals to NP. And to get that NP is equals to, we can write that OP plus ON. OP plus ON, and it is equals to OP. From O to P, the distance is R plus ON is that A cos theta. So R plus A cos theta. This is the distance from A to B. Okay, so now we can substitute this distance in this formula. Then V1, the potential V1 is equals to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R plus A cos theta. Okay, and this we consider equation number 1. And then potential due to the positive charge at point P. So the potential due to positive charge at point P. So then what is the potential due to the positive charge at point P? That is V plus Q is equals to V2. We consider that V2 is the potential electric potential due to the positive charge. So then V2 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by the distance is from V to P. That is the potential due to the positive charge. Again, we want to find the distance from V to P. So to get the distance from V to P, the distance V to P is approximately equals to M to P. Again the same reason, because here it is the dipole and they are very close to each other, then it is nearly equal to BP is nearly equals to MP. That is the reason we have considered the BP is approximately is equals to MP. And now we want to get this distance, and to get the distance from M to P, we can write it OP minus O to P minus O to M. Okay, then it is equals to, we know that OP is R, the distance from O to P is R, minus OM. Again we want to get the distance from O to M. So to get the distance from O to M, you take the triangle. Again from the triangle, OMB cos theta is equals to OM divided by OB. From the triangle OMB is cos theta equals to OM by OB. Then OM is equals to OB cos theta. And the distance from O to B, we know that A. So A cos theta, since O to B the distance is A and O to P the distance is R. So now we know that OM is equals to A cos theta, and if you substitute in this equation OM, that is R minus A cos theta. Then the potential due to the positive charge V2 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by the distance from B to P is that R minus A cos theta. Okay, consider this equation number 2. So the potential due to positive charge is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R minus A cos theta. Potential due to negative charge is that minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R plus A cos theta. Now we want to find the net potential due to the dipole. So then the net potential, what will be the net potential? We add the two potentials. The potential due to positive charge and potential due to the negative charge. So the net potential is V is equals to V1 plus V2. V1 plus V2 is the net potential. Then V is equals to V1 is minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R plus A cos theta plus V2 is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R minus A cos theta. Then V is equals to, here the common term is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught, then minus 1 by R plus A cos theta, minus 1 by R plus A cos theta, plus 1 by R minus A cos theta. Okay, we add these two equations. Then we simplify the equation. Then V equals to Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught, then minus of R minus A cos theta, minus of R minus A cos theta plus R plus A cos theta by R plus A cos theta of R minus A cos theta. And now potential V is equals to Q divided by 4 pi epsilon naught and multiply with the negative sign. Multiply with the negative sign, then it is minus R and minus into minus is plus. So plus A cos theta plus R plus A cos theta divided by, here you see that R plus A cos theta into R minus A cos theta is A plus B into A minus B. So A plus B into A minus B, we know that A square minus B square is R square minus A square cos square. Since A plus B into A minus B is equals to A square minus B square. So here A is that R and B is A cos theta. So if you apply the formula, here we get R square minus A square cos square theta. Now if you simplify that, here minus R and plus R gets cancelled. This distance R minus R and plus R. Then A cos theta plus A cos theta is 2A cos theta. So once again, because I am going to love this one, we are going to find the potential due to a dipole. Here two equal and unlike charges, positive and negative charges. they are separated by a small distance, then it forms a dipole. And we want to find the potential due to a dipole at point P. So we consider O is the midpoint of the dipole, and we join the line from O to P, and the distance from O to P is R. Then O to A is A, and O to P is also A. Okay, and the potential due to negative charge by using potential due to point charge is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. So here in place of R is the distance from the source of the electric field to the point. So here that from minus Q to P, that is A to B, the distance is AP. And we simplify the distance AP, we have got R plus A cos theta, and we substitute, then V1 is minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R plus A cos theta. Similarly, potential due to the positive charge, by simplifying, we got V2 is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R minus A cos theta, and we consider the second equation. We want the net potential. The net potential is that V1 plus V2, and we add those two. And now by simplifying, when we simplify the potential, so now the potential V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q into A plus cos theta into A plus cos theta is 2A cos theta. A cos theta plus A cos theta is 2A cos theta. That is Q into 2A cos theta divided by the R square minus A square cos square theta. And we know that, as we know that the dipole moment P is equals to Q into 2A. So then we can substitute in place of Q into 2A is P, that is dipole moment. Then V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q into 2A is P cos theta, P cos theta divided by R square minus A square cos square theta. Okay, this is the potential due to a dipole, expression for the potential due to a dipole. So V equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square minus A square cos square theta. We know the notation from this formula. V is the potential, electric potential, and epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. P is the dipole moment, and here theta is angle between the dipole axis to the line joining from O to P, and R is the distance, and the remaining A is the distance from the midpoint of dipole to the charge, either positive or negative charge. These are the notation of this expression. And here we have the cases, special cases of electric potential due to a dipole. For example, we want to find the potential due to a dipole when the point is on the axial line. The point is on the axis, that is dipole axis. Then what will be the potential due to a dipole when it is an axial line? So the first case, the point is on axial line. Point is on axial line. Then theta value, theta is equals to 0 degrees or 180 degree. If it is in the same direction, we consider 0, and in opposite direction 180 degrees. Then the potential, we know cos 0 will be 1 and 180 will be minus 1. Then we write that general expression, potential due to a dipole at a point on the axial line is plus or minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P divided by R square minus A square cos square theta. And if the point is on equatorial line, if it is on equatorial line, then what will be the potential due to a dipole? The second one is the point is on equatorial line. Equatorial line. Then the theta value, theta will be 90 degrees. Then cos 90, we know that cos 90 will be 0. Then the potential V is equals to 0. So on the equatorial line, due to a dipole, the potential is 0. On the axial line, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square minus A square cos square theta. And one more is for the short dipole. If the dipole is short dipole, the third one is for short dipole. Where R is the distance is far greater than A, then R square minus A square cos square theta is approximately is equals to R square. Then if you substitute in the formula, then potential V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta divided by R square. This is the potential for the short dipole. V equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta by R square. And in this case, if you take the potential due to a dipole when point is on the axial line, then what will be the formula for axial line? Axial line. Then potential V is equals to plus or minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P divided by R square. For the equatorial line, if this is the case, equatorial line, then the potential V is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P cos theta. So theta value is 90 degrees, then cos 90 will be 0, then it will be 0. Because since here theta is equals to 90 degree, then cos 90 0, then potential on the equatorial line is 0. And the potential on the axial line for the short dipole is V is equals to plus or minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught P by R square. Okay, this is the potential electric potential potential due to a dipole. Okay, this is the easy method to find the electric potential due to a dipole. In our textbook, they use that trigonometry, and by using that they derive. So instead of that, if you go with this one, it will be easy to derive the potential due to a dipole. And these formulas we use for the for 1 mark and the in objective type also we use the formulas potential due to a dipole and the cases. So finally we know that when the potential due to a dipole on the equatorial line will be 0. Axial line plus or minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon. Here plus or minus we use that, and here the plus we use for the theta value is 0 degree. If it is on the same line, then potential will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon P by r square. If theta value is 180 degree, then V equals to minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon P by r square. Okay, this is about the electric potential due to a dipole. Clear? Is it clear? Potential due to a dipole. And here, if you understand the diagram and these distances, how we return the distances BP and the distance AP. If you know that remaining, the all